Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Yeah, again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Top of the morning. Welcome to another edition. I see you in the morning. That's a lot of morning. A lot of morning. He turned my morning in. That's not the same context. Let's see if we can hear me this morning. We can. I can be heard. They can hear me. I'm hearable. Been here mess with stuff this morning. Good morning. Welcome to a new edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. Getting up. If you have no idea what See You in the Morning is, it's my horrible idea to get up first thing in the morning and just give way too much of my own personal information. Just talk way too much about what's going on in my life. Reveal all the secrets. Let everybody know what's happening with me. You know, unfortunately, I don't have anything really juicy to reveal. You know, no lumps, no bumps, nothing big to put out there. I wish I did. But I don't. Nothing. I'm not suffering from hemorrhoids. You know, it's crazy that they say 9 out of 10 people suffer from hemorrhoids. Is that 10th person really enjoying the hemorrhoids? They're like, oh man, can't wait till another flare up. You get that preparation H away from me. I enjoy my hemorrhoids. 9 out of 10 people. I don't even think hemorrhoids is something you can talk to people about. If you suffering from hemorrhoids, you just don't go to work. You don't do anything. You don't let anybody know. I don't think I've ever had anybody in my life come to me and be like, hemorrhoids. You know, it is just butt bumps. You just don't want them. I think that's one of the things that I fear. I just don't ever want to develop them. And I know they're perfectly natural. You know, they got them. It's just no way to get around when you got them. You just you're laying on your stomach all day. It's out of all the things to get, that's just one of the ones you don't want. You don't want to end up with that. Trying to figure out what's going on in my home this morning. You don't want to end up with that. That's not what you want. But outside of that, it's a regular morning, regular day. You started in late. All kinds of wardrobe malfunctions this morning. It was just a struggle this morning. Not even my own clothes. I don't care what I wear on the show. But just trying to get my son together. It's a lot happening. It was a lot. We were trying to make sure he was straight. It just wasn't happening this morning. We went through like 7 shirts, 3 pair of pants. There's just a lot happening. So we ended up running behind this morning. But we're here. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you watched the show before and you found it out robbery to come back and watch again, I appreciate you because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I definitely appreciate that. We get on this morning every day. We're on every day 7:30-ish. I promise to be live by 7:45. That's all I can give you. 7:30-ish, live by 7:45. That's all I can give you. Anything beyond that, money back guarantee. No, because if you gave money, I'm not giving it back. So never mind that. Never mind the money back guarantee. But the only thing that happens on this show that we're sure to do every time, we're not going to always come out and talk about hemorrhoids. It's not something we're going to always do. But the only thing I will do every show is come out and speak to everybody. So if I ain't sleep with you, I'm going to speak with you. So let me go ahead and start off by giving out the mythical medals, the M&Ms. First one goes to what comes first? Bronze. My bronze medal is my man Snoop. Good morning, Snoop. with the bronze. Good morning. See you, man. Have a great day. Oh no, I didn't clean the top. Never mind. Have a great day. You want to take one of my water bottles? Are you good? Yes, son. There's some water in there. Dump that water out. Like now, or you gonna dump it out outside? All right. Have a great day, son. You're over water bottling today, but it's okay. All right, son. Winning the silver medal this morning is TT, Crystal Pennell, Tiny and Tasty. Good morning. And going with the gold is Denzel Goldman Glover in the building. So Denzel with the gold, Crystal with the silver, Snoop with the bronze, and coming in fourth with the aluminum fourth is IDA. My girl Ida. Crystal Sex Appeal. Good morning. Wilberta. James, His Will Hayes. Make sure you go check out His Will Clothing. If you get a chance to go by James's profile, click on his name, and he got a line of shirts and sweatshirts and sports bras. It's all kinds of stuff. You got everything you need. You need specialized draws. If you need your balls to not bounce, he's got the ones that keep them tight. If you need to slang while you sing, he's got draws that let it be loose. He's got all kinds of stuff. Ladies, he's got the high and lifted up bra line. So you need to go check him out. I don't know about the underwear parts, but I do know he's got sweatshirts, hats, t-shirts, all those things, all those apparel to keep you looking good. Franita's in the building. Staris, Emmy Time, Emmy Place, Michelle McKinney. Rosetta's in the building. Good morning, Marie. Christine's in the building. The Pride of North Carolina, Courtney Weston and Murphy. Bree's in the building. April's in the building. April, is your birthday this month? I always wonder if people named April are all born in April. Are there any Aprils that were born in June or July? It's just a question. Kimberly, good morning. Also, Kimberly, good morning. My man Ronald Cross, fresh off of his officiating interview yesterday. Good work. Marche's in the building. PP, Patricia Pippin is in the building. Lisa's here. Kit Kat, the Lisa. Hunching is munching. Wait a minute. There's two different things, James. If you're hunching and munching. I don't know a whole lot. As a virgin, I don't know, but I do know there's two different levels, munching and hunching. Those are two different things. Lazaria, good morning. Carolyn, good morning. We just can't throw everything out there. I mean, munching can be part of hunching, but I think those are two separate areas. If you don't know the difference between the two of those, that's kind of crazy. April says, nope, I was born on New Year's Day, but named April. I'm just telling y'all, sometimes you gotta wait till after the epidural wears off before you let people name these babies. January 1st and your name April. Unless you named after somebody. Well, Marche, we'll talk about that in a minute. I'm sorry, April, I'm holding off. I don't know. But I'm just saying. Now, Marche, put a pin in that, Marche, because I'm going to ask the ladies if that's true or not. There's a lot of rhymes that go with that. You need to eat it before you beat it, lick it before you stick it. There's a lot of stuff. So we'll find out from the ladies in just a little while if that's true or not. Sandra Forrest, good morning. Or maybe Sandra. I'm not sure. James is a prerequisite class. All right, we'll find out. All right, so before we get started with any of those things, man, got to give a big happy... Oh, conceived in April. That's it. IDA. Yeah, you gotta. If you get conceived in April, you come out in January. Good morning, Jennifer. So what up, LaTroy? So they your family was keeping record. They like, I got her in April. Baby came out in January. Now it makes sense. Before we get started on y'all's ridiculous comments, because you guys drive when we go left. If I give y'all the wheel, y'all going left every time. Before we get anywhere, big happy birthday shout outs to so if people of color, if I have any mayonnaise people watching, barbecue people have extended families. Once you become tight friends with a parent, then the kids are nieces and nephews, and then all y'all are cousins. It gets really confusing because 97% of black people really don't know who they're related to. 97% of black people, every black person on here has got at least one cousin that they not related to at all. One aunt that there's nowhere in the bloodline. That's just a fact of black life. That's just a fact of growing up black. You have cousins and family members that you're not related to. And it can get confusing, especially when you start talking about cousins of a different gender. All of a sudden you got feelings for your cousin Tanya, but you got to hold those feelings back because that's your cousin. But then you try to figure out, well, who is she related to? She ain't related to nobody. So now you've been thinking all this time that you've been ancestrally thinking that you've been on your West Virginia thought problems. But that's not the case. That young lady's not even related to you. That's why you gotta watch those nasty uncles at family reunions, the ones who be asking if they grown yet. They be like, they grown yet? You be like, what you mean if they grown yet? That's your niece. Let it go. But it just happens on in black families. So I got nieces and nephews. I don't even have no brothers and sisters. I'm an only child with one brother. And so I got nieces and nephews. I got one true nephew. And then I got the rest of these nieces and nephews that I don't have. I had white cousins in my earlier family breeded. Yep. Well, LaTroy, I figured that. We knew you had white cousins because you kind of light. You're a little bit on the light side, LaTroy. And I figured that your early family members probably did family just because, I mean, yeah, you from Skeeter Town, but you're a little off, LaTroy. You're a little off. And so you don't get to be a little off unless somebody did something somewhere. But big shout outs, happy birthday shout outs to my niece, Marie, on her birthday, 21 today. So big shout outs to her for her birthday, 21 years old. She's done it all this year. Listen, 20, she got everything she could out of 20. She got everything she could out of 20. She did it big in 20. I don't know what she's gonna be doing for 21, but if 21 can match 20, she's gonna be out of control. So that's shout outs to her. That's also Snoop's daughter. So big shout outs. Big shout outs to Marie on her birthday. Big shout out. They took everything out of her dad. I know it worked you to death this year. I know this has been a struggle year for you emotionally. First of all, if you're from Skeeter Town, if you're from Skeeter Town, I'm not even sure I count that court. Good morning. I don't even know if I count that as a real place. I'm not counting Skeeter Town as a real place. I'm going to go with you guys are making that up. I'm going to go with you guys are making up a place called Skeeter Town. There's nowhere on any map called Skeeter Town. I'm not believing it. I'm not going to believe it. I'm not looking it up. I'm not going to Google it. It's not a real place. Not a real place. All right, well, let's get into this question and answer period. For those of you super saved and all of those who don't know this side of me, we've let everybody know, and it's been well established on this show, and it's an accepted fact that as a virgin, it's very uncomfortable for me to talk about a lot of different things. However, I'm a man of the people, and the people always ask questions and they want to know. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about this subject today because the people brought it up, not me, but the people brought it up. And the question is this: how important is foreplay in your love life? We heard Marche, aka Trouble, aka Way Too Nasty Copeland, come in and she said you got to lick it before you stick it. You got to eat it before you beat it. You got to munch it before you hunch it. How important is that, ladies? For men, I think probably less important. And now, LaTroy, you're going to have to explain this to me, too, because when we start going man, woman, does that change it? Oh, okay. The bread basket. This is what we're calling it. We're calling it a bread basket, LaTroy. Okay. When I tell you I'm firing everybody in IT, the mic just cut off on its own. The mic just cut off on its own. But anyway, the bread basket is what we call it. Bread basket. All right, the bread basket. I never. See. And here's the thing, Latroy. I don't think I even want to call it the bread basket because I don't want anything yeasty down there. We don't want any yeast in that region. Why are we yeasting? Why are we yeasting in any areas of our body? Let's not call it the bread basket. Let's come up with something better. The cup holder, maybe. The satchel. Hey, I've got my cane in my satchel. I think cane and satchel is great. Oh, Courtboard said it's unleavened bread. So we're discussing it. Cup holder makes it sound wide. All right, cool. I like the cane and satchel. I don't know if we can go with pouch because I think the ladies have a pouch as well. Marche says foreplay can be important. Does it have to happen every time? No. And I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning all about this. I think when I finally enter into the pool and when I finally dive in, I think you guys are going to be teaching me so much. So is it more important to the woman or the man? Fellas, are y'all insisting on the foreplay every time? Are y'all big on it? Is this is what are we all wanting our proverbial bread baskets baked? Do we need to juggle before you bubble? Jane says sometimes you just want to lick and go. Jason Jones said, man, no. Snoop says, I love it. Aisha having problems. She doesn't want to join her page because she got a new pastor that follows her. Jason says, no, man. Jason says, I'm here for the work. Jason says, I'm here for the protein. Give me the main course. I'm not here for your Brussels sprouts. I'm not here for this broccoli. I came for the steak. And Jason said, I'm not here for the rest of that. Now I'll provide the other items on the meal if that's what you require. But me, no, sir. I'm not here for it. That's what Jason said. Jason said, that's it. That's it. Kid Kat said it's very important. April Brown said it definitely doesn't happen all the time. I don't even have time for all that all the time. It sets the mood. Snoop says, I want 3 course meal. Jason is a la carte. It seems like the ladies are way more. 69, it's got to be, as I do my research on things that I may need to do, 69 seems to be one of the more difficult ones. It really takes a different mindset to be able to participate in some of that nature because you got to pay attention to what's happening to you as well as what you're doing. It's a lot going on. It's got to be a fear factor there for the gentleman. It's got to be a fear factor there. Both of y'all is working at the same time. You don't want to hit a passionate area which causes any kind of toothing. You want to stay away from that by any means necessary. Keith, you gotta cook it before you eat it. And so let me ask you this, Keith. And now we got the ladies in here. She said you gotta concentrate. Let me ask you this. Keith just brought up a point. You have to cook the steak before you eat it. So, ladies, is there a such thing as an overcooked steak? And when we talking the foreplay, when we're talking foreplay, is there such thing as an overcooked steak? Are you preferring it raw, medium well, rare? Where are we going with this? You got it. You got levels of steak levels. So is I used to say everybody don't know how to cook. Everybody don't know how to cook. If you are a poor cook, would you rather just skip to dinner? Ladies, have you ever told a man he was a bad cook? And is there bad foreplay? Wow, that's a question. Is there such thing as bad foreplay? See, Lisa said it could be equal. It could be difficult, especially when you match with your equal. Courtbort said yes. Absolutely. There's absolutely guys who are bad sous chefs. So you just got to go right on. You got sous chefs, and then you got the main chef. Some guys are only good at main chefery. And if they not good with sous chef, and you just tell them come over here to the main assignment. Stop all that. Stop it. Stop it. There can be bad. I had no idea. JD says too much of it turns your appetite off. That's wild. That's a wild. I never to quote the great Negro poet Tony Baker, I never knew. JD's like, hey man, you've been doing that too long. We've been kissing and hugging, rubber dubbing way too long. Either you get in here and go to work or you just clock out. Don't waste my time if you don't know what you're doing, Michelle says. You can be desensitized. Yeah, well, there's little Troy. You're going. You're getting real personal. I don't know if I'd want that. That's a lot. So you got to pay attention to reactions. And here's the thing, James, and I'm going to lean on you guys that really know what's happening out there. When you with your person, whether it be male or female, they say you got to pay attention to the reactions. They say you got to pay attention to the reactions. Ladies, are you honest in your reactions, even in the foreplay? Because here's the thing. I would take that everybody's reaction is different, right? Are we going for loud screams, moans of approval? Yes, no. Are we looking for a leg shake? Let's help some fellas out here. It's gonna be some people watching this on the replay, telling y'all don't think it does. On these Wednesday replays, some people go back and they watch and they learn a lot. They learn a lot. They be like, oh, I had no idea. They taking notes. Ladies, what are some of the signs that men should look for in both areas? Let's give first. Let's start with some thumbs up signs. What's a sign? Hey, you're doing the right thing there, buddy. You're Spike Lee. You on your Spike Lee right now. You're doing the right thing. We can't, Marche, we can't say the body don't lie. Because we have seen movies, televisions, instances. I have a lot of friends of the woman persuasion who tell you, oh man, I made him think he was he was in there killing, but it wasn't even an assault. He said she wants you to move to the left. Court board said tears. If she encourages you to keep going, you run on and see what the end gonna be. So now, Keith, here's the thing: if she's giving you instructions, isn't that a slippery slope? If she starts to give you instructions, doesn't that mean that you're not doing something correctly? If you're not doing, and she just take over, is help me here, ladies. I don't know. If he's in, you like, no, go left, go right, left, right, left, and then she's in there giving you instructions. Yeah, I would think you were failing, right? If she's giving you instructions, you're failing. I used to say that gets irritating. Keith says no. Keith says no, you're doing it right. Marche says she may be a little dominant. Right, but if you are learning something, that usually, and I know the term that you're doing it wrong seems harsh, but if you're learning how to drive, that means you're making a lot of mistakes in the driving. You might get a little something right, but if I'm on this right hand side, I'm teaching my daughter how to drive, and I got to tell her, no, put your hands on the wheel, 10 and 2, foot on the brake, look in the mirror, go here. That means she ain't doing it right yet. She's got the potential. She's got the general knowledge of what's going on, but she really ain't fine tuned it. JD said that's friendly discussion, healthy discussion if it's the first time. What if it's the 50th? What if we on time 50 and she's still out there coaching you through? She's gonna call in somebody from the bench. I'm telling you now, if she got to coach you too much, she's calling in somebody from the bench. Jackson, you out. Smith, you in. Marche says, if I say choke me, I'm just saying, yeah, well, that's different. That's different. Because those are the things you got to make sure you got explicit. Listen, what is it? The explicit written consent of the NFL. You just can't run up on a choke. You got to already know what you got going. I don't think you can just out of the blue. I think there are some moves you can do. Some moves you got to make sure you got express written permission for. You just can't run into a choke. I don't think every lady's gonna respond to choke in the same way you do, Marche. You can't just always go. You can't always just be like, "Hey, ah." You just can't Homer Simpson everybody. You can't. You just can't. Now James has made a good point. You got to do it wrong to get it right. Court board is like court board is all for a good choking. It's levels to it. Every lady ain't a choke lady. You can't just choke everybody. You reach in there and choke. The next thing you hear is boom, boom, doom, 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 doom. You don't want to hear that. That is not what you want. You don't want that in your life. You got to know your partner. That's the key, I think. But knowing your partner, especially when you talk about that, but it's just like anything else. And I think that one of the biggest problems that a lot of relationships have, that a lot of couples have, is that they're not able to discuss, hey, I like this, I like that. I don't like this, I don't like that. You do this wrong, you don't do this well, because of the feelings that are involved in it. It happens with food. It happens with something as simple as food. If your lady cooks something and you don't like it, fellas, you don't just be like, oh, this is disgusting, I can't stand it. Oh, I don't like it. It's hard to have those discussions. You definitely can't have a discussion during the meal. You gotta go ahead and eat. And then maybe just be like, hey, don't make that again. And then it's all in the wording. That's what the term "my mama made it like this" has gotten more men in trouble than anything. She bring meatloaf to the table. I'm like, hey, that was good, but my mama made meatloaf. Well, then you know what? You eat meatloaf at your mama house. That's gonna be the last meatloaf you ever get. If you ever come in and be like, my mama made meatloaf like this, that's the last conversation you ever gonna have. I think the same thing happens when you start talking about performance of an intimate level. If you go in there and you tell her, hey, I mean, look, Tasha used to do it like this. Tina had this thing she did where she, oh, that is tough. That is tough. Does your mind go there? Because if she comes back and she tells you, I really like X, Y, and Z, if she comes back and like, hey, this is what I like, and you ain't never did that before, now you got in your mind, well, dang it, that was what Long John James did to her. Long John James used to do this, and I can't. I'm not Long John James. Don't bring your ego into the bedroom. Okay, I guess that makes sense. You got to leave it at the door. But I can go with that either. Don't bring your ego into the bedroom. I can go with that. I can go with that. Now somebody said something about having open conversations. Long John James. My bad, James. Good morning, Z. You ain't missed nothing yet. When you tell your partner you don't like the meal, accept the criticism and do what is liked. So, now that right there. So let me ask you this: what happens when y'all have two different dietary styles? What if y'all are on two different diets? How do you compromise? You don't eat pork, but all she wants is bacon. You allergic to shellfish, so sir, I ain't no fishery going here. But that's all she wants to bring to the table. She keeps coming back with more scallops, more shrimp. What happens when y'all have different appetites, different dietary needs? How do y'all work that out? That's the thing, James. You talking about changing the menu, but what if that's what you're gonna need to compromise or find another restaurant? So you said I was in a relationship like that and it did not work. They wouldn't compromise. So the compromise is hard because there are situations that people aren't comfortable with. For example, there are men who refuse to go through the back door. I'm only coming through the front door of your house. But you got a lot of ladies, man, that just like, I gotta have you come through the back door. My front porch ain't, my front yard ain't cut. There's a lot happening in the front yard, but the backyard is well manicured. Keep that up. That's where our entrance is. Does the gentleman continue to go through the back door even though he's not comfortable coming in the backyard? He doesn't know what's back there. His dog's back there. He just never had that experience. So how does that work? There are men in Jamaica, Jamaican men in general. It's not everyone, but Jamaican men in general. they have a they don't have a high fish diet. They don't have a high fish diet. You generally understand that is not. This fish, it is no sitting place. You got to understand that they don't have a high fish diet. A lot of ladies only serving fish. They like the fish service here is impeccable. It's necessary. It's an appetizer. It's a main course. Who has to do what they don't want to do? Does that cause strife in a relationship during the compromise? And if you're compromising, are you ever going to perform whatever it is at your best? James says if they don't compromise, they're not into you. When you talk about basketball, let's talk about basketball. There's a lot of guys that got a low post game. That's where they excel. I excel in the post. I play very well down here. But they tell you, if you open at the three, we want you to shoot it. I'm not comfortable shooting the three. So you're not going to shoot that well. You're not going to shoot well. You're like, I'm not a good outside shooter. I'm only strong in this post game. But if you force me to become a 3-point shooter, are the results of the game going to be the same? I don't think Z understands that we're not really talking about food. Z is upset. These are all hypothetical, Z. I just haven't been, just outright. Today's conversation has nothing to do with food at all. It's not sponsored by Guy Fieri. But I'm sorry that you had that situation happen with real food. He's like, wait, what I missed? Yeah, we won't talk about real. You was angry about that too. So I'm telling y'all now, whatever Z don't cook, Z don't cook. Z's fellas, you just got to know when you go to Z house, you're only getting what Z cooks. I think that's got to be a compromise too. I think you got to be willing to cook for your, like, for me, the strange thing about cooking stuff that I don't eat is that I don't know if it tastes good because I don't eat it. I don't taste it, so I don't eat it. Like I'll get a pig feet recipe and make that for you, but I don't eat pig feet, so I don't know if it's delicious or not. Z, today's conversation was about intimate relationships between a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman. It was all about intimate relationships. So when I referred to certain meals, we were talking about things that people do as grown-ups. Food was just a euphemism. Food was the fact that you sit here and you just like, the fact that you was really like upset, like, I don't like Brussels sprouts. There ain't gonna be no Brussels sprouts in my house. I was like, wait, this is not what this is about. We're not really talking about Brussels. He was going hard too. Like, he always talking about he want Cheerios. This is a Cinnamon Toast Crunch house. I'm talking about fingers on 1,000. Just, I'm gonna let these Negroes know I can't. He was hitting enter with such venom, ferocity. That was crazy. You just walked in. But you walked in strong too. You walked in strong. That's crazy. You walked in strong. So let's move off of that topic. Let's get to something completely different. I want to know. I was talking to a friend of mine, right? He's been dating a young lady and he's thinking about popping the question. First thing I told him was, don't do it. Reconsider. Read some little. Cheer on the subject. You sure? We got your back like chiropractic. That's still one of the best bars ever. No, too late, Z. We already did 40 minutes on it. You were late. I don't care what y'all say. Andre 3000, the International Players Anthem, one of the coldest rap lines ever. So I typed a text to a girl I want to see, telling her about this cutie pie with whom I'd want to be. And I apologize if this message gets you down, that I'd CC'd every girl that I'd CC around town. And hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smile and wetness all around me. True, but I'm no island. Peninsula, maybe. Makes no sense. I know, crazy. Get back all this pussycat that's in my lap. No looking back. Spaceships don't come equipped with rearview mirrors. They dip as quick as they can. The atmosphere is now ripped. I'm so like a pip. I'm glad it's night, so the light from my sun does not burn me on my bun. When I shoot the moon, high jump the broom like a preemie out the womb. My partner's yelling, too soon. Don't do it. Reconsider. Read some literature on the subject. You sure? Well, you know we got your back like chiropractic. If that do you dirty, we'll wipe her the detergent. Now hurry. Go on to the altar. I know you ain't no pimp, but pimp, remember what I taught you. Keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Man, listen, that is poetry. That is poetry. I typed the text to a girl I used to see, telling her about this cutie pie with whom I want to be, and I apologize if this message gets you down. Then I'd CC every girl that I'd CC around town. Oh, that jack is amazing. Andre 3000. Before the flute, pre-flute Andre is great. That a friend of mine called me up. We was talking about blah, blah, blah. He was like, yo, this situation with this young lady is starting to get really serious. I'm thinking about, proposing. I was like, man, don't do it. Reconsider. Read some litter. But I think he's serious about it. Here's my question to the ladies. And fellas, who cares what y'all think? Because first of all, weddings and all of that is all about the woman. It's all about the woman. Pre-flute Andre is amazing. Ladies, proposal, public, private, semi-public, public or private. And I know a lot of y'all ladies are already married, so you may have already had y'all's. But if you could predict it, public or private, see, you would come in like, I like the flute. Flute was good. I made the flute while I was cooking. I told him I'm not gonna cook, but you don't want. We're gonna listen to this flute music. Public or private? Are we going public or private with the proposal? Which one do you want? Do you want it to be a big deal, or do you want it to be intimate? Michelle said private. She on her Tony. Just me and you. I did private last time, so probably public next time. So do you got to tell the dude, hey, if you're gonna propose to me, hey, it better be outside, balloons, a jet flying over. Weddings are no longer just about the woman. They are. Even now, even with men getting more involved in the wedding, it's still about her. Private with close relatives and friends. So then it depends on how many relatives and friends you have. So, but you still want it in a private area. Like you be like, hey, everybody, let's go to dinner. And then everybody's at dinner and you try to figure out, why is everybody here at dinner? Hey, everybody's here at dinner because, the last 15 days with you have been the most amazing of my life. And I want to hold this feeling forever. Please marry me. Bree said, I don't even care at this point. Just whatever happens, happens. Lisa says private. I don't like a lot of attention. I had both. I liked the private one better. I was uncomfortable with that public one. I think is best for the guys. 5, 6 people at the most. Yours was private. Home for me. Small say y'all just sit at the crib Netflixing. So does it have to be elaborate though? Does it have to be elaborate? Does he have to really put a lot of work in? It can't be y'all watching TV and he's just like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? You want to go ahead and get married? That's cool with you? All right. What you got going on next August? Nothing? Let's just get married. Okay, cool. Just got to be from the heart. All I got to do is type a text to the girl I used to see. Ladies, do y'all hint at how you would like your proposal to be? Do y'all drop hints? Y'all be like, oh my God. Like, I think that y'all put dudes in an awkward position when y'all see stuff, like especially in the social media age. When y'all see, oh my God, that is so beautiful. Oh my God, I love that so much. Oh my God, I saw this, I saw this. And so now the guy's like, oh my gosh, I gotta meet that standard. I gotta meet that standard. I gotta meet. I think the I think the I think that I've always pictured myself doing the Martin Gina proposal. Maybe not with Brian McKnight because he's going through a lot. But the flowers for the lady, flowers. Michelle said I want some thought put into it. Private. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but at least over dinner on a date or something, not during the commercial. The commercial is the best time. I'm telling you, man, for a guy, private is too dangerous. Decorated a hotel room. When we walked in, she was surprised, and when she turned around, I was on my knee with a ring hanging. And see, it depends on your age. I think at my age, with my knees, she ain't gonna be surprised because she's gonna know what's happening. And I'm gonna be like, oh shoot, oh, ah, whew, whew, okay. And then you got to get up. Private is dangerous. Why is private dangerous? Private is dangerous because she can always say no. She can always say no on that private proposal. It's just you and her. It's just you and her at McDonald's. She can always say no. Private, that one-on-one, she can, I don't think we're ready. I don't think this is the time. But you got her mama and them there, all her family, all her co-workers, you got everybody there. She ain't finna embarrass you. She can't say no in public. She cannot say no in public. Because that's it. That ends it. That ends the relationship. I got you in front of all these people at Busch Gardens. I done got down on one knee in front of the big bad wolf. And you gonna be like, no. No. The relationship is over. Zito said he got to be on one knee. I don't care if he's 50. No, yeah, he can get down on one knee. I'm just saying it ain't gonna be a surprise at that point. When he 50, that one knee. Because first of all, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was to drop to one knee, somebody better be on their way to calling 911 before they find out it's a proposal. Somebody should at least be. There should be at least a 9 and a 1 dialed. If you see me just out of nowhere, just drop down to one knee, because the work that it's gonna take me to get down there. Second of all, somebody get a crane so we can get me back up. That's what's gonna set it off for me. I feel like if I ever get married, if I ever decide to propose, it's gonna be the roll up after I get down on one knee, because I ain't gonna be able to just pop right back up. She gonna be like, yes, then I'm gonna have to go all the way down to the ground, roll back up, and get up. They knew he was gonna propose and where, so they were there. TT helped pick up my engagement ring. So you gotta, fellas, you can't go in. Ladies, do y'all ladies? First of all, I think ladies be way more prepared for the proposal than they give out. If you see a woman that's just constantly getting her nails done, she's probably expecting a proposal. If she used to run around there, listen, if she used to run out there bare clawed, and all of a sudden now she's eagle taloned, she's expecting it. Fellas, if you notice your lady's been getting her nails done a lot more than normal, she's proposal ready. That's a sign, fellas. Y'all said you said you gotta the ladies gotta you gotta watch their body language. That's body language number one for expected proposal. Constant nail done, especially in this social media time, because she don't want to show the ring and her hands look bad. Now, ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all now, that picture y'all take when you just got your nails done and they still wet and slimy and all the it's all wrinkled up at the top. Stop doing that. Let your hands return to normal before y'all take that picture, because they be all shiny and black. I don't know what be happening with y'all fingers. You got to get them. The proposal is just a huge risk. It's such a huge risk for the guy. So, ladies, first of all, y'all don't even understand. And this is from somebody who's never been engaged or married before, so I don't know. But you got to understand, there's a lot that's happening there. There's a lot that's happening for a proposal. There's a lot. Good morning, Sharon. Y'all check out Sharon Richmond. She is the makeup artist to the stars. Like, I can't even lie to you. Makeup artist to the stars. Like, her makeup list is ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if she's done Beyonce's makeup. Her makeup list is ridiculous. She's also done my makeup. We'll talk about that on another time, but that's just cool. Ladies, I don't think y'all understand the pressure that a man is under when it comes to a proposal. First of all, it's a big financial thing. You gotta go, you gotta buy the ring. So now, if you two of you haven't already discussed rings, or she hasn't told a close girlfriend, you gotta find her one girlfriend that y'all know she really trusts to go and be like, which ring? Oh no, she gonna love that one. You got to do it, because men, we have no idea. We have no clue. You got to figure out a way to find out what her ring size is. It's so much involved. Because if you don't look at how many steps it's going to take just for you to get her to marry you. The woman ain't got to do nothing but say yes. Y'all on that genre, all you got to do is say yes. That's all y'all got to do. Larry, oh, I'm sorry. And LaTroy, I apologize. Larry was stressed. Yeah. Larry and that LL, Larry and LaTroy, y'all were made for each other. Lala. I'm gonna call y'all Lala. I'm calling y'all Lala, and that's it. Larry and LaTroy is Lala from now on. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all are Lala. Now, somebody else is calling y'all Lala. I feel bad for stealing their idea, but y'all are now Lala. That's stressful, because you got to try to make sure you get the right ring. Because does that matter? We got 6 minutes left in the show. If he comes, he proposes, everything is on point. He picked a nice, beautiful restaurant, got your family and friends there. He done flew your grandmama in from deep Arkansas. And then you get there and you see the ring, and the ring is boom, 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 boom. If he opens that ring up, boom, 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 he's like, hey, listen, there's nobody who makes me feel this way, man, and I want to encapsulate the love that we share forever. I knew that when I met you, I wanted to change your life. Please give me the opportunity to change your last name. You come with the ring, boom, 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 boom. Does that make the difference? Ladies, are y'all done? LaTroy, if Larry had came with a poor ring choice, are you saying yes, or you be like, no? Would you say yes and then be like, hey, look, these are the changes we need to make to this ring? What happens? What happens there? Look, all the ladies is quiet now. Y'all been running y'all miles. When we were talking about people eating at the vagina diner, everybody had comments. But now we getting down to the heart of some serious conversation. Now everybody's on mute. LaTroy said, I don't even wear my ring. We order silicone rings from Amazon. Fernita said, I would say yes because I love them. So the yes is to your love. The yes ain't got nothing to do with the ring. The yes is because of your love. So the ring doesn't matter. Is what I'm getting out of here is the ring doesn't matter. Khalid said, I'm not even in the jury, so it don't matter. Khalid was like, jury is just jury. Whatever you put on my hand, it is. It's just gonna be in the way. I like the silicone rings from Amazon. Bree said, no, the ring matters. Y'all save all that sentimental. The ring matters. It don't mean a thing if it ain't the right ring. Shoobop, 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 shoobop. The ring matters. My proposal was private, so that ring was too, but I wore it until my upgrade at the wedding. Khalid said, hey, we ain't put no pretense on what the ring was. We've been married 23 years. Holla at your boy. A lot of people spend a lot of money on a wedding and don't invest anything in the marriage. The excitement of the ring was amazing, but the reality of marrying someone you love is even better. So for me, it mattered for sure, but that's about it. Z said, for me, my ring was simple. We didn't have a lot of money because I didn't know you were married. Z, because we were saving for the actual wedding. Marsha said she don't know what size. You wear size muscular. That's what size ring you wear. Old strong fingers. You just be doing finger workouts on a date. You do these finger push-ups. You just in there. 1, 2. Strong. Marsha is a strong black woman. I get it. I get it. I'm thinking about. I don't even want to ruin it. I don't want to put my idea out there for my proposal because I don't want anybody to steal it. I'm thinking something completely different though. Z said I divorced him a couple of years ago. Oh, our bad. Make sure the ring is right. I can go to the job to get married. Got you. I think I might pull a Jeep this week. That sounds like something you would do. Yeah, put that Jeep in neutral. Let me just go ahead and strap that on my back. I need something to do. Pulling a Jeep. Who just says that out loud? Yeah, I think that's such a huge financial investment, man. Like what rings cost 15, 16 million a piece? It's a lot. I'm trying to catch one on Black Friday or something. It's a lot. That's a lot. But look, I got an idea. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be different. Like a lot of people ain't gonna be able to understand my idea, and I think that'll be. So here's my thing. Whether it's here's my thing. If I think that everything in the wedding should be, I think here's what I think about weddings, proposals, the whole thing. I think that it should be a public thing that's very private between the two. So to me, the two people who are involved, it should mean so much more to them because to me, it should be a quote unquote inside joke. Like everything that y'all do, it should be catered just to whatever's in y'all relationship. So people should be able to look. People can look at what y'all did. They be like, "Oh, it's stupid. He got her a balloon and a bear," but you don't understand that the balloon and the bear meant so much to our relationship because of what we've been through. And I think it should encapsulate your whole relationship. If you're going to go ahead and get married, I think your proposal should encapsulate your date and put an end to that chapter. This is how we tidy up that chapter. We put a bow on that, and then now we're starting a whole new chapter as far as our husband and wife journey. So I think that should work. So I think even when you start looking at like the wedding itself, like the color should mean something to y'all. Everybody else participating, but it should mean something to y'all. We picked these colors because whether it's just her favorite. Good morning, Bonnie. Whether it's just that person's favorite color or whatever, but it should be y'all. So everything that's happening is a public display of y'all private affection. And so I think if people were to go back and look at your wedding, this is me from the proposal to the wedding, so even a honeymoon, maybe it should be a public display of y'all private affections. So people are looking and you be like, why is this like this? And you should be able to have a story behind everything. It's like a good rap song. Like you hear the lyrics, but the lyrics mean more than that. Your wedding should have a double entendre to it. And then y'all should have sex during the reception, but not publicly. But not publicly. That's just me. I could be wrong because I've never been married, never been close, never been close. But one of these days, man, once I listen here, I'm 41 now. Y'all wait for 18 years. Y'all wait till I hit 59 and I'm ready to settle down. Y'all wait till I hit 59 and I'm ready to be serious. That's all I'm saying. It's time for me to get out of here. News, weather, and sports. The weather, man, seems like it's breaking. I found out my son, he checks the weather every morning. So he's looking at mid 70s in the weather. So we might be getting spring. Spring might be springing for real. Spring may really be springing for real. Sports, Giannis got hurt. That's really big for the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Lakers lost. Every time LeBron loses, I celebrate a little bit. I just believe that every time LeBron loses, an angel gets his wings. Um, That's just me. I could be wrong though. The word of the day is something that I do. Look at how the word of the day works. Vicarious. Vicarious is the word of the day. A vicarious emotion or experience is one felt by watching, hearing about, or reading about someone else rather than by doing something yourself. He felt the vicarious thrill as his daughter crossed the stage to accept her diploma. Vicarious. See, I have an act of vicarious sex life through you people. Me, virgin, but because you guys out there hunching so much, feels like I'm hunching as well. Twin, where have you been? Nobody loves me like you do. Nobody don't. Why 59? Because I think you start right over at 60. I think life starts over at 60, Sharon. So that's it. I don't know. I just threw out a number, Sharon. Don't you all people know me better than anybody. Sharon gave my daughter one of the greatest thrills, I think, of my daughter's life. And my daughter's 18 years, I think one of the greatest thrills of her life. Because y'all forget, like, I know I'm on Churchy now, but I've been doing national television for quite a while. So I was on Roland Martin's show, Roland Martin's morning show, News One Now. And Sharon was the makeup artist. She was head of the makeup department. She was the makeup department, especially for us of a darker hue. She knew how to get us together, us of a darker hue. And I took my daughter with me. I try to, give my kids experiences. So I let my daughter go with me one time when I went to go do the show. Granted, we did this show in Washington, D.C. I believe the show came on at 6 or 7 in the morning. I think it came on at 7 in the morning. Like we had to be in DC by 6. Like we had to be in the studio, and I'm sure Sharon had to be there earlier. But like even as a guest, we had to be in studio by like 6, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, just like a ridiculous time of morning. But the green room was always amazing. It was always fresh pastries in there, juices, drinks, all kinds of stuff. And then, of course, Roland would get his makeup done, priority. He was priority because it was his show. But then we would get our makeup done. And for Nala to be able to see her dad in a makeup chair, getting makeup put on his face, like she was on cloud 1,000. Like it was just I think it was just one of the greatest memories I think she had, like seeing her dad have makeup on, because her dad has always been, I'm a man. And then for her to be able to see her dad, and wearing makeup doesn't make you less of a man. Unless you're a lady who's really manly, then yes, wearing makeup makes you less of a man. But after that, if you're a man in makeup, it doesn't make you any less. And Sharon put that makeup on my daughter, thought it was just the greatest thing ever. She was young. It was great. So a little thank you, Sharon. Like, I'll always appreciate Sharon for just giving her that opportunity to come into the makeup room, see her daddy get made up and all that kind of stuff. So thank you, Sharon, for that. Like, she doesn't even know how much that memory meant. And Sharon was just such a kind, just a great person. So you felt comfortable, even uncomfortable. Like, I was definitely uncomfortable. That's always been, doing television and movies, that's always been the part I hate the most. I hate makeup. I hate it. And Sharon just did. Listen, I don't know if y'all ladies got one. You can actually tune out the show if you want to, but I don't know if y'all ladies got one. But get you a wipe warmer. I know they probably sounds like it's for the babies' butts, but if you wearing that makeup and you got to take that off, man, Sharon hit me with the warm wipes. Woo-wee. The warm wipes. Listen here. I put that warm wipe on my face, man, because I didn't want to get back. Usually I would either take the train or drive up. Either way, I just didn't want to be walking around Chocolate City with makeup on my face, because then I was going to be drawing a different level of attention. So she gave me that warm wipe, set it off. Thank you, Sharon. Warm wipes. Hey, man, let today be the warm wipe of your life. Listen, get yourself in a situation where you might need a warm wipe today. Huh? Put yourself in a situation where you might need a warm wipe today. Get out there and hunt something. That means get out there and love on something or somebody. That's all I'm telling you to do. Love on something or somebody, man. We take the negative connotation out of hunching. Get out there, love on someone or somebody, man. And you know what that is? It's all about making somebody feel good. Make sure you make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. And with Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we'll be back here tomorrow to try this all again. Don't forget, we are still doing our detergent fundraiser for Portsmouth Volunteers for the Homeless. You can send it straight to Portsmouth Volunteers for the Homeless, 800 Williamsburg Avenue, Suite B in Portsmouth, Virginia, or you can send it to me. Not Warm White Wednesday. You can send a donation to me at Cletus Comedy, and I'll be picking it up, and we're going to be delivering it Friday. I'm still trying to figure out a time, Snoop, so I'll let you know. I'll have a time tomorrow that we'll be delivering. I'll probably be trying to go to Sam's and trying to get it in bulk. But liquid detergent, liquid, not powder. No powder. We got, some people have drug problems, so no powder. So liquid detergent, liquid. We're doing liquid detergent for Portsmouth Volunteers for the Homeless. So we're doing that. And if you ever want to sponsor the show, you know what it is, $1 a week to Cletus Comedy. That's the Cash App. That'll be great. Until then, man, I love y'all, and we'll try this all over again, man. I'll be better tomorrow, I hope. All right. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace. Play the music. Is a song you got to play now so that people know that the show. Oh, we forgot to mute. My bad. Now they know I yell at myself.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again.